From the first caveman drawings on the cave walls to the Renaissance paintings and now the highest definition of televisions, mankind has desired to see things on the screen just like it was in real life. Over the past few years, 3D has been making a comeback to the big screen and into our homes. This includes 3D television, movies, and video games. In fact, the idea of 3D imaging started way back in 1838 when Sir Charles Wheatstone invented the Wheatstone mirror stereoscope. The device worked by placing a pair of mirrors at 45-degree angles and reflecting pictures off of the sides. There have been many variations of the 3D viewing devices, and we spoke with Mike French, a local antique shop owner, about a certain 3D imaging item he has on his shelves.
All right, okay, what we have here is what's called a stereoscope. And it's a viewer which actually lets you look at pictures from all around the world in 3D. And it was the only way people could really see, their only means of seeing things from all over the world. Here is an example of one of the thousands of cards that were available. And it was actually two pictures, and they look identical. And it just fit right inside the stereo view. This is called a stereo view. This is called a stereoscope. When you actually look into this, it gives you a 3D view of whatever the subject matter of the picture is.
The stereoscope was the predecessor to many of today's entertainment. 3D movies and TV would not exist if these were not invented. And after using the device for myself, I determined that the over 100-year-old stereoscope is also the grandfather version of the ever-popular Viewmaster. We all remember those fun toys. Well, now that we know how the stereoscope works and what it was used for, Mike discussed some of the history about the device and how the cards were made.
The original stereoscope was first invented in approximately 1833, and it was before the time of the camera, so the stereo views were actually hand drawn, and they weren't, and it wasn't until the camera came to be in about, say, the 1850s, where they actually had a dual lens camera and they could make pictures from this in 3D. And these were in use up until about 1940. This particular one I'm holding here is probably from the turn of the century. But with the coming of the movies and television, these were phased out and they were no longer of use.